Do you ever fall into the same pattern of posting and then for like maybe a month and then you burn out and then you completely stop for good, and then maybe you take a few weeks, months off, maybe even a year off, and you go back into it and then the same cycle happens? That is also me, okay? I've been doing this cycle on and off for I don't even know how many years, and I finally got to the source of why it's happening. And it really comes down to fear and unworthiness and seeking validation. A lot of this has to do with your inner child, okay? This little guy inside here, that little kid version of you that is scared, that feels unloved, it has to do there. And when you put yourself out there, you trigger that fearful child, that sad, scared little kid who wasn't loved and who didn't get the validation that they needed to feel supported. And so when we put ourselves out there in the world, we just magnify all of the unhealed things within us, and that creates an unregulated nervous system, and that's going to keep you from wanting to pursue and be consistent, because that feeling, that emotional feeling, is way too overwhelming. The trick is, before you get into that mode of consistency and all that stuff, you really have to work on yourself, because ultimately you want to be able to post without feeling nervous, without feeling scared, without feeling ashamed or guilty or whatever, all those feelings. Because when you've truly healed yourself, then you can be able to post and help others from a place of love, abundance, not a place of fear or scarcity. It took me like 3 years to get to this point. My advice for you is this: whenever you feel an uncomfortable feeling or you have this negative thought, you need to pause and you need to sit with it and you need to feel it. Instead of distracting yourself, watching Netflix, go and drink, go and do drugs, whatever it is, sit with it and feel how uncomfortable it is, okay? A lot of us want to run away from our feelings. No, you're going to sit with it, and then you're going to try to remove yourself from it, okay, up here, and you're going to observe it like it's a thing. And you're not going to judge it, and you're going to say, oh, I'm feeling fearful, I'm feeling scared, I'm feeling nervous, I'm feeling sad. It sounds like we're talking to a little kid, because you are. And then what you're going to do is you're going to be able to assess what's happening in your subconscious, and then you're going to talk to yourself like you're a parent, okay? If you don't have a kid yet, talk to yourself like you're a niece, a nephew, and you're going to be gentle with yourself, and you're going to coach yourself and walk yourself and convince yourself that you're okay and that you're loved and everything's going to be okay, and you can do this because you didn't have the parents to do that for you. That's what's going to happen. That's going to change your life right there. So do that every single time and let me know what happens.